I grew up in a little village. We weren't wealthy, but our home was full of joy. We had a tiny house surrounded by a garden. My mother adored flowers. My father worked long hours in a factory. My brother and I spent every evening outdoors, racing through the fields, climbing tall trees, and laughing without a care. Those days were easy and carefree. I was a cheerful kid back then. I never worried about tomorrow. All I cared about was playing and enjoying every moment. One afternoon, my teacher said something I'll never forget: "Your mind is incredibly strong. Whatever you truly believe, you can turn into reality." I was too young to grasp it fully. I didn't think much about her words that day, yet somehow they sank deep into my heart. They felt special, even if I couldn't explain why. When I reached home, I repeated them to my mother. She smiled gently and said, "That's true, Beta. What we think matters a lot." Then she went back to the kitchen, and I ran outside to play again. As years passed, life grew tougher. My father lost his job, and everything turned upside down. Money became scarce. My mother's face was always clouded with worry. My brother and I wore torn shoes and patched clothes. Some days, dinner was just bread and chai. At night, I could hear my parents whispering, thinking we were asleep. They spoke about bills, about the future, about fear. It broke my heart, but suddenly my teacher's words came. Rushing back from that day, I began thinking differently. Every single morning I told myself, things will improve. I'll stay strong. I'll support my family. At first, nothing changed. Father was still jobless. Mother was still anxious, but I refused to give up. I kept repeating those lines until I truly started believing them. Then, one day, a friend mentioned a small opening at a local shop. It wasn't much, just lifting boxes and sweeping floors, but I grabbed it. I earned a few rupees and rushed home to hand them to my mother. She stared at me in shock, and then, for the first time in months, she smiled a real, bright smile. That smile gave me wings. I realized something powerful. My thoughts were actually shaping my life. When I stayed hopeless, everything felt heavy, but when I chose hope, tiny doors began to open. My teacher had been absolutely right. My mind held real strength. From that moment, I greeted each morning with new words: "Today is going to be good." Some days were still hard, but I held on to positive thoughts. I kept working, saved whatever little I could, and slowly brought smiles back to my parents' faces. One evening, the kind old shop owner noticed me. "You're different," he said. "You work with heart. What do you dream of doing one day?" I had never really thought about dreams before. That night, lying in bed, I asked myself the same question. The next day, I requested more responsibilities. He happily agreed and started teaching me how to speak with customers, how to handle money, how to manage the counter. I soaked it all in. For the first time, I felt I was growing. Life at home was still difficult, but hope had returned. I no longer felt small or helpless. I truly believed better days were coming. Then, unexpectedly, the shop owner told me about a better job at a furniture workshop. My heart raced with excitement. I dressed in my cleanest, though old, clothes, looked in the mirror, and whispered, "This is the start of something new." The workshop was bigger than anything I had seen. The supervisor, Mr. Mark, was strict but fair. He started me with sweeping floors and carrying wood. I did every task perfectly, eager to prove myself. Soon he noticed my curiosity. "You're sharp," he said. "Want to learn the tools?" I almost jumped with joy. He taught me how to measure, cut, and shape wood. My hands blistered. I made plenty of mistakes, but I never stopped practicing. Slowly, my work improved. I began making small stools and boxes on my own. One day, Mr. Mark picked up a stool I had built, examined it, and smiled. "Excellent job," he said. Those simple words filled me with pride. I had never known. My earnings grew a little. We could finally afford proper meals. My brother got new shoes. My father's eyes sparkled with hope again. Then came a day I'll always remember. A wealthy customer visited the workshop. He stopped at my table, lifted a small wooden box I had crafted, and asked, "Who made this?" Mr. Mark pointed at me. The man looked at me kindly and said, "Young man, you have real talent. Never stop." He bought the box on the spot. That was my very first sale, made with my own hands and my own hopeful thoughts, from a carefree village boy to someone who believed he could change his family's future. Everything had shifted because of one truth I finally understood. The power of my mind had turned my life around. I could not believe it. That night I sat alone in my room and thought about everything. A year ago I was just a boy with no money and no job. My family was struggling, but I believed things could get better. I told myself every day that I would be strong and that life would change, and now I was working, learning, and even selling my own work. My thoughts had created a new future for me. The next morning I woke up with a new dream. I did not want to just work in the factory. I wanted to create my own business. I wanted to make my own furniture and sell it. The idea scared me, but it also excited me. I knew it would not be easy, but I also knew something else. My mind was powerful, and if I believed in something, I could make it real. After the rich man bought my wooden box, something changed inside me. I started to dream bigger. I did not want to only work for others. I wanted to create my own furniture. I wanted to sell my own work. The next day I spoke to Mr. Mark. I told him about my dream. He listened carefully and then nodded. "It is a good dream," he said, "but you need to learn more first." His words made sense. I was still young. I had more to learn. So I worked harder. I watched how the best workers did their jobs. I asked more questions. I practiced every free moment I had. At home I told my family about my dream. My mother smiled and said, "If anyone can do it, you can." My father looked at me with pride. My brother asked, "Can I help you one day?" I laughed and said, "Of course." Their support made me feel stronger. I knew I was not alone. Months passed, and I saved some money. It was not much, but it was a start. I bought a few small tools of my own. At night, after work, I practiced making simple things, small tables, wooden boxes, picture frames. I worked in a corner of our small house. My hands were tired, but my heart was full of energy. One evening something special happened. A neighbor visited our home. She saw one of my wooden boxes and asked, "Did you make this?" I nodded. She picked it up, looked at it carefully, and smiled. "I want to buy it," she said. My heart raced. This was the second time someone wanted my work. I sold the box to her, and she told her friends. Soon more people came asking for small wooden items. My dream was becoming real. I still worked at the factory during the day, but at night I worked on my own creations. More people heard about me. They asked for chairs, tables, and decorations. My small business was growing. One day Mr. Mark noticed. He called me to his office. "I see your talent," he said. "You are ready for more." Then he did something unexpected. He gave me some old tools from the factory. "Use these," he said. "Start your business." I could not believe it. He believed in me. That night I sat outside under the stars. I thought about my journey. A year ago I had no job, no money, and no direction, but I had one thing: belief. I believed in a better future. I believed in myself, and now my life was changing because of that belief. My mind was powerful and it was creating the life I wanted with the old tools Mr. Mark gave me. I felt ready for the next step. I still worked at the factory, but every evening I worked on my own furniture. My small business was growing. More people in the neighborhood started buying my wooden items. I made chairs, small tables, and beautiful wooden boxes. Each time I finished a piece, I felt proud. I was no longer just a worker. I was a creator. One day my father came home with good news. He finally found a job. It was not a big job, but it was enough. My mother cried happy tears. My brother hugged him tightly. That night we ate together and laughed. It had been a long time since our home felt so warm. I realized something important. When one person in a family grows, The whole family becomes stronger. My small success gave hope to everyone. A few months later something amazing happened. A shop owner from the city heard about my work. He came to see me. He looked at my furniture and said, "I want to sell these in my shop." I could not believe my work would be in a real shop. I felt nervous, but I remembered everything I had learned. I shook his hand and said yes. I worked harder than ever. I made more furniture, better and stronger than before. My name started to spread. More people came to buy from me. I was still young, but I had built something with my own hands. I thought about my teacher's words, "What you think, you become." She was right. I had dreamed of a better life, and I had created it. One evening I sat outside and watched the sky. I thought about my journey. I started with nothing, but I had a powerful mind. I believed in a better future, and I worked for it. Now I had my own business. My family was happy again, and I knew this was only the beginning. My mind had created my future, and it would continue to do so.